Right, folks, here we are. It's just gone 11 p.m. for 11 p.m. walk now, not midnight walk. Trying to have the walk early, as I said before, so I can get to bed earlier. It's not quite working out. I mean, I'm getting to bed about half an hour earlier, maybe. Sometimes a bit earlier, sometimes a bit later. So need to improve that a bit, I suppose. Anyway, so the subject of this one. I suppose you could look at love, because what's Christmas supposed to be about? Love. So from a kingdom perspective, love. Yeah. Well, okay, from a worldly perspective, first of all, what's love? Well, to most people, sex is what love is. To most people, sex is what love is. That's the reality. That's their reality. When you talk to them about love, what they think of love is what most people call love making. That's what they consider as love. Yeah. Marriage, they consider as love. But you ask them to really point out what love is, they will never have a clue. Most people will never have a clue. They wouldn't have a Scooby-Doo, would they? Most people would be like, oh, I know what I'm thinking. I can't quite get what the word is. Yeah. But you think about it. What does love consist of? Friendship. There's that strong bond between you. So people that love each other are usually friends, very close. There's a degree of openness and honesty between them. There's a togetherness. There's a shared understanding, shared belief. At least in something, you know. But there's compassion. There's forbearance for one another. There's forgiveness for one another. There's mercy and grace being shown to one another. So, okay. So let's pick on those subjects, I suppose. Hello, my girly girl. You found a little sticky. You did. Mollie found a little sticky. Good girl, Mollie Collie. Here you go, Babs. So, obviously, mercy and grace. How do we show mercy and grace? Well, forbearance is one of those things. Forgiveness is one of those things. Yeah, they're both things that show mercy and grace. Yeah, forbearance is mercy, very much so. Forgiveness is grace. Is that the other way around? That's the way around, isn't it? Yeah, it is the way around. We don't use those words very much, do we, really? So, yeah, that's a can, leave it. Is that a can? Yeah, no cans. No cans, leave it. Can't have cans. Red Bull or any other type, you can't have cans at all. Leave that alone. Yeah, because mercy means you don't get what you deserve. Grace means you get what you don't deserve. So forbearance, you don't deserve forbearance. So that's grace. Forgiveness is mercy. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting late. Brain isn't working. Come on. Be understanding. Lucy, get your ass here. What you got? Come here. What you got, Luce? Come here, babes. What you got? Come here. What's that? What is that, Luce? No, leave that. It's got that bit on the bottom. Leave it. No, no more. Leave that alone. Put it over there. Should have been put in the bin. It's where people just dump it around. That's why they pick it up. But it's got a can bit on the bottom, so not good for their teeth at all. And Mollie did have a stick. God knows where she's put it. And yes, indeed, God does know where she's put it, but she doesn't. So, okay. Mercy and grace covered then. So, well, getting what you don't deserve. Love. There's another thing, right? That's very graceful, getting what you don't deserve. Now, quite often in relationships, we do wrong by our partners. And sometimes what we do wrong is things that some partners would have left us for. But those do wrongs, and yet the one we have doesn't. So, there you go. That's a rather mercy there, isn't it, really? You get another chance. That's mercy. So, honesty. Well, this is something that in relationships, honesty isn't necessarily something that's actually given very much of at all. Certainly when people first move in together, in the world situation, they tend to be quite fake. They tend to try and show a fantastic side of themselves. And then gradually, in the relationship, they gradually allow themselves out, to reveal their true selves. But that's over quite a bit of time, so that their partner can get used to them, who they really are. Because they don't want to lose a relationship. They've invested time in it. Although, to be honest, they've not really invested time doing much to build a relationship, because without honesty, you haven't got much there, really, have you? So, because quite often friends don't become partners in that sense. Don't become husbands or wives. Come on, Riley, this way. Riley, get your ass here. Come here. Let's do your corner. Let's do this thing. You've got it on now. It might be dead. Come here, you. Now, come when I call you, okay? That's your one. Your one needs charging. You've got it on and you are taking a bit of notice now, so that's good. Okay. Oh, well, this puddle is getting slightly better. Aye. In this one, it's still there, but it's not quite as bad as it has been. There's a little bit more road that you can see. Less water, so that's good. No, in the end, what I was saying was, honesty. Honesty is one of the most integral things that you have to have in any relationship with each other. You have to have that. That doesn't mean that if your partner says, does my bum look big in this? You have to be completely honest. Nope. But yeah, you can say, well, yes, it's the wrong trousers or wrong dress for you. You can say that, yeah. It makes your bum look big. You can say that, yeah. It's a dress, not your bum. It's a dress that's the problem. You can say that, indeed. But because later she'll look in the mirror and see her bum big. Amber, come here. Oi, come here now. Here. Come on, this way. Come on. Chewie, get out of there now. Get out of there, idiot. Sorry. Come on, this way. Chewie. Person in the dark, so of course they went over. Partly to say hello, but Amber went over to say, "Oi, what you doing here?" Shouting at him or her. Don't know if it's a him or her. No idea. Look at those lights over there. They always got pretty good lights on, but that's quite nice over there. Not sure if you can see good detail, but that is good. Very pretty. Oh, indeed. Right. Well, okay, if you look at love between friends. Love between friends has pretty much everything that love between a couple would have, apart from the physical side. Yeah, between really good friends, you would have exactly the same as people who are married. You'd have the same degree of friendship, trust, respect, honesty, openness, forbearing, forgiveness, mercy, grace, all the rest. Everything else that love would have, you'd have in that. What you wouldn't have is a physical side. But you add that and suddenly you're a couple. That's why I've always said you've got best friends who are opposite genders, or the genders that they want to be with. I suppose that's the point now, isn't it? Yeah, which is not so good, but okay. But yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't be together, because you already have the most important elements of love in your friendship. You've got the most important thing already. So what are you waiting around for? Most important thing is there. Now Riley, I think, is over by that swing over there, tugging at it. It was that one yesterday. No, it's that one. Here he is. He's over there. Hello, Riley. Where you got, my boy? I see you. I see you, Bubba. Over there. Yeah. That's the thing with friends. You've got to be honest with each other. You've got to be honest with each other. Certainly if you love your friend, you've got to be honest with them. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have stood by and watched their friend develop bad habits. And they've not said anything because they don't want to seem judgmental. And the problem is, you've therefore encouraged your friend to develop a really, really bad habit that could ruin their life. And you've shown that what mattered most in your friendship was you. Because that's the thing with love. With love, what do we see from the Lord about love? So from heavenly love, what do we see? We see sacrifice. Sacrifice in what? You. You sacrifice you. In the end, your friend is far more important than your relationship with them. If your friend isn't more important than your relationship with them, then your relationship is meaningless. Completely meaningless. It means nothing whatsoever. Yeah, you have to... If you can't be that loving to somebody, if you're with someone who's developing an unhealthy habit with regards to food, with regards to drugs, with regards to alcohol, with regards to gambling, with regards to sex, with regards to whatever, and you're being silent, then your silence is you saying it's okay that you're doing that to yourself. It's okay that you're going to harm yourself if you keep going as you are. But I'm not going to say anything to stop you from harming yourself. Now, in what way is that love? I mean, this goes in line with what I was saying last night about this thing with the church at the moment where you can't say anything that might be offensive. Which is in line with the world and the left wing of the world. Attacking people for doing anything or saying anything that's offensive. Trying to cancel people. And in the end, sorry folks, but sometimes it's good to offend. Sometimes it's right to speak up. Sometimes it's right to say the truth that somebody needs to hear. Because are you saying it for you or are you saying it for them? If you're saying it in love and it's for their benefit and it's to try and help them, it's not about helping you in any way, shape or form, but about helping them, where you are potentially even risking your relationship with that person. That's love. That's what love is all about. You're going to look at it. You're going to understand it. Most important thing about love, certainly with regards to friendship, is that your friend and the health of your friend and the future of your friend matters far more than the friendships you have with them. Not from a Christian point of view, your friend's soul, your friend's spirit matters so much more than your friendship with them. Their spiritual health, their eternal situation matters far more than your friendship with them could ever matter. And if that isn't the case, then you need to look at you. You need to deal with you. Well, it's like in relationships, you know. In relationships, it's not quite the same. Because you see, in a relationship, you've got to really hope that someone outside of you as a couple is going to say what needs to be said. Because generally speaking, as a husband or a wife, you don't really want to be the one to say that to your husband or wife, because you don't really want to risk the marriage. But you know what? Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you do have to do that. Because sometimes your husband or wife gets involved in something that is bad for them. Amber! Who's she? Here you go, Amber. Here you go, baby. Get it, Amber. Here you go, Amber. You take it, Bubs. You take it, Amber. You go play. You go play with that, Amber. If she was the one who had it, first of all, then Mollie had it, and Lucy had it, then they all left it. So it's like, give it back to Amber. Let her have a run around. She'll sleep well tonight if she has to run around. But yeah. Love is something that should be challenging for you. It should challenge you to make you better than who you are right now. So if you get into a relationship with someone and you love that person, you should want to be a better person than the person that you've ever been. You should want to work at all the things that you're weak at. Because it matters, because you don't want to hurt that person. You don't want to cause the person you're with problems. Oh, I mean, I know people that are in relationships that are going to cause huge problems for the person that they're with. Huge problems. If they don't change their attitudes. Yeah. But that's because they don't love the person they're with. That's why. If you love the person you're with, you want to be better. You want to grow, you want to learn, you want to improve. You want to deal with the things about you that aren't good, that could be a problem for your partner. You want to deal with all that stuff because you want your relationship to be the best thing that your partner could ever have. Partly because you don't want them going elsewhere, but partly because you love them. Because you love them, you want them to have a fantastic experience of life with you. You don't want them having to deal with all the stupidity that goes along with being in a relationship with you. Because you've not bothered to deal with the things that you need to deal with. That's the reality, isn't it, really? That's the situation as it is. If you deal with those things in you that aren't good, then you stop those things becoming a problem for your partner. But if you're not willing to deal with that stuff, then okay, that's up to you. So when it comes down to it, in the end, from a Christian point of view, you should always be trying to be the best you that you can be. Always try to be the best you that you can be. Yeah. You know, from a personal point of view, yeah, I'm trying to do what I can with regards to fitness, to make sure I'm fitter and stronger than I've ever been if I end up getting married again. I'm trying to deal with the things in me that aren't good, the things that I've had bad habits of. Trying to deal with those, to stop smoking. Dealt with that. Other things have been a problem, so I'm trying to deal with that. I'm trying to sort of be better in those ways where I've been weak in the past to be stronger. Am I perfect in those areas? Not yet, no. No, not yet. But there's work to be done. And what is most important is that I can look at those areas and say I need to improve in those areas. And that's cool. Because, I mean, the point of it is, I'm still single right now, so therefore, I've got time to do better. And so therefore, I will do better. Come on, you two. Now, Amber. Riley. Come. Leave that. Don't know what it is. Someone's left something by the looks of it. Amber. Stop trying to eat food. They've had lots of treats today. Oh, they have. I did some, what was it I did earlier? Some roast potatoes, so they had those. Then they've got some doggy biscuits that someone got them last Christmas, actually. I think. I think it was last Christmas, yeah. Something like that. They've been in a tub, so they're perfectly fresh. They had some of those today. They had, what else did they have earlier? They had something else earlier. They had chicken fingers. Like these little thin strips of chicken in breadcrumbs. There's some of those as well, and there's about 5 of those each they had. But they've had, lots of little bits and pieces. I'm going to get them some more of their favourite dog food before the 25th, so they can have some of that. I'm going to get some more roast potatoes from the shops, because obviously on the 25th they have a special dinner anyway. I always do for them. They always get a special meal. I've already got me reduced salt gravy for them. We've got some peas and carrots and other mixed veggie sort of stuff. I'm going to have to get some more of that stuff as well for them. and decide what meat they're going to have, really. So I've got some mince, so that's good. That's good for Lucy. She can have mince, and probably Amber as well. And then Chewie and Mollie can have a fish. Riley can have a fish with roast potato and veg and gravy. They can have fish if necessary. Or I can get some gammon steaks and stuff like that, or some pork steaks. Just cook up some pork steaks in the frying pan, with a bit of butter in there. Get them a little bit burnt so they're full of flavour for them, and they will love that. They will love that with a bit of gravy. Oh yes. So that's what they get for their Christmas dinner. Oh yeah. Generally, I don't buy them presents. I don't buy myself presents. Don't buy anyone presents. I mean, my philosophy is, if you see something that someone would like, buy it and give it to them. Same with these. I was in a shop the other day and I bought some toys for next to the puppies. Some new toys for them, so they'll have some new toys to play with. And, that's just the thing you do. You see, oh, that'd be nice. I think they like those, so get that. Just give it to them. It doesn't have to be a special occasion. The same with people. A gift is more of a gift if it's just given. Especially when it's just given when it's not expected. When it's at the time of the year when you're expected to give gifts, it's not really a gift, is it, particularly? It's an expected present. That it's an obligation, isn't it, really? So at this time of the year, people have obligations to buy things for people because it's family or it's friends. You've got to buy them something. You've got to send them cards. You've got to deal with that lot. There's a whole industry of shops completely dependent on this. And so, no, can't be bothered doing that. Stopped doing that years ago when I was married. I stopped doing that. We both stopped doing it. We both realised that, hold it, we're spending all this time and money trying to find something that's absolutely fantastic for people. When it's like, you're not getting it because it's their birthday. I mean, even birthdays are a pain in the butt. What, you're getting it, you're a year older now? No, you're not, you're only a day older. You don't suddenly age a year. I mean, even the fact of, 18-year-old is important, 13-year-old is important. 13-year-old and 18-year-old, those ages are important. 50 is important. 100 is important. All the others, not important at all, sorry. No, don't care. None of the others are important. None of the other birthdays are important in any way, shape or form. 13, you're becoming a teenager. That's an important point in your life. So that's good. 18, you're becoming an adult. Important. 50, well, you've reached a half century. 100, well, you've actually reached a century. Well done. You've stayed alive for 100 years. So those ones are important. The rest, no. No. The rest is just another number, isn't it? Doesn't matter. You haven't aged an age, 1 year. It's only 1 day older. It doesn't matter. And anyway, your Christian birthday is far more important as a Christian than the birth date that you had when you first come into the world. Didn't have any choice over that one, did you? Not really. Didn't have much choice at all. Well, maybe you did, maybe. Maybe you were in heaven. Your spirit is in heaven and you were asked, do you want to go down? And you said yes. Maybe some say no, and they never go down. I don't know. No idea. I mean, that stuff we don't know about. Maybe there is something like that going on, but we don't know. What we do know is the time that you are born again, that's the time you're born into God's kingdom. That's a far more important birth date. So for me, I've got that on my calendar. I've got a dog's birthdays, I've got my 2 birthdays on there, both of them. So I'm like the Queen, I've got 2 birthdays. There you go. Cool. That just means we have 2 lots of cake. You know, like Lucy and Riley, their birthdays are one day after each other. Lucy's birthday is on the 8th, Riley's birthday is on the 9th of December. Because she had that. Lucy, no! Leave that. Get the bottle, Lucy. Bottle. Lucy, bottle. There you go. Better. There you go. You have the bottle. Riley, come. Riley, come. Come on. Come, babes. So we have lots of cake around about that time. Because we have Lucy birthday, so cake then. Then Riley birthday, we have cake then. Lucy actually had a fishy. Normally she doesn't like fishies, but I cut it up into bite-sized bits and she actually enjoyed it. She ate it. She quite liked it, so that was good. Normally on her birthday she'd have chicken or something like that. But it's like the other day, it's quite funny. I got a chicken for the dogs, and Lucy was going to have a chicken leg. So, whole chicken leg, just cut it off, the chicken, gave it to her. She sort of looked at it, didn't know what to do. So it's like, well, hold it. That's whole chicken leg. It's not exactly where you've cut the meat off and whatever for me, is it? You know. So she just looked at it, didn't know what to do. So I had a little sliver of chicken, so I gave her that. And then she smelt the leg, realised it was exactly the same, and then piled in. Ate it all in no time at all. Loved it, absolutely loved it. So last time I got chicken, which was a few days ago, no mucking around at all. She remembered now that she likes that, so that's good. Bye. But she was a fussy eater, little Lucy. She was a fussy eater. So she wouldn't eat fish. Yeah. She would only eat certain things, and she'd throw food around sometimes. Like fish, certainly, she'd throw it around. Trying to eat it, she's... So anyway, I just take it off her when she's throwing it around and give it to someone else. So, there you go, you have it. Go on, she doesn't seem to want it. You have that, I'll get her something else. So that's why, generally speaking, Christmas time, they have fish, she has mince. For birthdays, she has mince, they have fish. Whereas this year, she had fish as well. So she liked it. That's good. Oh, they get little treats. So, yeah. Well, I just slow cooked the beef as well the other day. Basically, it's like pulled pork, but it's pulled beef. When you slow cook it, it becomes like pulled pork. Yeah, beautiful, really, really nice. And so, I'm not sure whether I'll have that, possibly. On that day, I don't know. But I've got to get lots more roast potatoes because I really don't have any. I think I've got 1 packet of roast potatoes. Last year, one of the shops, Tesco's, were doing the packets of roast potatoes for 75p. At the moment, we're at £1.50. So I'm keeping an eye. I'm hoping they come down to 75p again. If they do, I'll get probably 7 or 8 bags of them. Because they are very nice. They are very nice indeed. They are lovely. Well, it's like the other day I got for food. Oh, beautiful it was. It was a cottage pie. A big sort of Tesco's cottage pie. I think normally it's about £5. And it's reduced to about £1.50. So I thought, right, I love that. And I had half one day and half the next day. And just added peas and gravy to it. And oh, it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice. Yeah, because one of my favourite winter foods is to have mince with them, put some onion with it, and then you, once that's cooked, you put the gravy in with it, you do some peas, and you thicken the gravy up really nice in that. You can add mushroom to it if you want, but I don't. I just have onion. Mince and onion with peas and gravy, and beautiful mashed potato with lots of butter and milk and salt and pepper. And then you do like you do an area of mashed potato, leave a little circle in the middle, which is where you put your mince and everything. And oh, as a winter meal, beautiful. Amber, behave. Amber. Oi, Amber. Amber. Oi. Amber, pack it up. Now. You're good. Come on, Mollie, come. Come on this way. Come on, Bubba girl. Come on. So yeah, food. Food. And oh, something else I had lovely the other day. It was absolutely gorgeous. And again, it's reduced in price, otherwise I wouldn't have got it. It was a Tesco's rice pudding. Normally, in fact, it's about £2.80 for that. But oh, it was beautiful. Really, really nice. Really creamy and smooth and velvety. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to have to get that again. I might even get that at the £2.80. I'm hoping that they do that on you get it cheaper with the club card, because I've got a club card now. I keep on looking to see, have they got it cheaper with the club card yet? Not yet, but they might do. Aye, they might do. Aye. Like last year, pain in the butt. All the shops had better deals on their reductions. Amber, come here. Trying to eat whatever's there. Pack it up. Head up, baby. Keep your head up. Stop trying to eat rubbish. Nutter. Yeah, so last year they had, like I think it was Asda, they had a whole massive salmon, the big thing. Now, if I'd been driving, if I'd have passed my test, I had passed my test, haven't I? Yeah, last year I had passed my test. Don't know why didn't I go back there. Don't know. No, I think it was the year before. Year before, I think, is when it had the good deals. When I was learning to drive, and there's some fantastic deals on. Really good deals. That big salmon. You know, massive, great big thing it was. And if I'd have gone back later, I could have got that for mine, and they would have loved that. This year, so far, nothing. It's like any normal time, there's just nothing available, really. See what happens. Amber! Get in now. Good girl. There's a good girlie, see? You were going to have a go at that bike. Now pack it up. Stop trying to have a go at bikes. Yes, I know it's dark. I know it's dark, you're seeing dark things going past, I know. Be a good girlie. That was good there. She was just, don't know, did you see that? She was just going to have a go at that bike. And I called her and she stopped. Good girl, Amber. Well done, babes. Well done, Amber. Good girlie. It's good girlie. Well done, Amber. Riley. Come. Come, babes. Come on, Smiley Riley. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here comes Smiley. Well done, Smiley Riley. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Well done, Smiley. Aye, good babies. Aye, but look, generally speaking, what I'd say to you is enjoy food. You know, don't. Oh, some people, they want to eat tofu and all this sort of stuff. Oh, something was funny. I saw something the other day that was really funny. A person was texting a vegan friend of his, and he said to this vegan friend, "When I'm cooking a steak, my mouth starts watering." And the vegan friend said, "And? So what?" He said, "Well, when you cut the grass, does your mouth start watering?" Absolutely brilliant. Of course, the person didn't come back and say anything to that at all. So it's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. What a comment. Because, of course, what they eat, green stuff. Come here, Amber, come here. Yeah. Come here, babes. Oh, now what? Amber, be a good girl. One sec. I had to get past those people. So, we got past them. So, yeah, enjoy life. You know, we're supposed to be in this world but not of it. There are some things of this world that are very nice. You know, some of the food is absolutely fantastic. You know, if you can afford to go to a restaurant, have a lovely meal cooked, do that. Absolutely go and do that. Support those industries. You know, I'm not sure if around here there is any decent restaurants. I don't know. I've been to some that are like these crappy ones, and they're just not worth frequenting at all. They're quite poor. You know, those places do need to close because they are really poor. But even things like Burger King years ago, I used to like that. Yeah, go and get a double bacon cheeseburger sort of thing. Used to be really nice. Used to be quite big burgers. Now they're tiny little things, and there's nothing to them now. Absolute waste of money. I don't know what they're thinking. You know, I mean, go back sort of at least 30 years ago. Yeah, they were very nice. Well, about 25 years ago, they were really nice. When Burger King first came over, it became my favourite burgers. Much better than the McDonald's. But now, they taste like cardboard, and they're tiny little bun with a little bit of burger in, a little bit of bacon shoved over the top. And that's what they give as an excuse for a decent burger. That's disgusting. I've never had KFC. Never had KFC. I've never had Domino's, I don't think, either. Or Pizza Hut. I don't think I've had any of that. I've had McDonald's, but that's going back years ago. God, yeah, years ago, when I was about 20. That was probably the last time I had McDonald's. Yeah. I think it probably was about the last time I went to McDonald's. I think so. Yeah, a number of years ago that was, yeah. Or I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago, we went into a few of these sort of places. Not sure if McDonald's was one of them. Don't know. A shame, actually, because there was a burger truck down by Tesco's here for a couple of years. And it smelt beautiful. Really gorgeous. They're not there anymore. I don't know what's happened to them, whether they've gone because of COVID, I don't know. Now, I think they went before COVID. Maybe they just weren't getting enough business, I don't know. Hopefully they can open up a shop. You know, open up a restaurant, because their burgers seem to do really, really well. Yeah, and they seem to be big burgers. Big impressive things. So, yeah. Hopefully they can do something. In a proper restaurant. But yeah, if you can go to these places, the good places, frequent them and help them to keep going, go for it. Do that, because it's well worth it. Especially if they do good food, because good food, fantastic. I mean, especially if you're in one of these areas where they do hearty, good, proper, big sort of winter food. Like loads of mashed potato and, sausages if you're having sausages, or beef, big bit of blunking beef there with a lovely gravy, some beautifully done onions. Yeah, there you go. That'll do you, won't it? As a winter meal, and that'll be absolutely fantastic. Please, we'll have that. We'll go for that. What's that there? You've got two. Oh, that's what Amber had, is it? Is it? Is that Amber's? Riley, Riley. Go on, Amber, you. Riley, leave it now. Go on, Amber. Mollie, no. Go on, Amber, you take it, Amber. Go on, Amber. Riley, leave it now. It's Amber's. Is it Amber's? Is it Amber's? You take it, Amber. Go on, Bubs. You take it, Bub. Go on, Amber, you get it, Bub. No, as I say, yeah, go and get great food. It's just like a good TV series. A good program to watch. Go for it. There are some that are really, really good. Really, really good. At the moment, what I would say is there's a program called Grey's Anatomy that, the first sort of 7 series were really, really good. They're starting to lose their way. But this last one, they seem to be, now that they're covering COVID from the point of view of hospitals when COVID sort of was early going. And so that is quite fantastic. Because they're looking at it from the point of view of the absolute horror and agony that doctors and nurses and all the rest went through. And even at a point where other doctors and nurses are therefore catching COVID because they're in these places and they're going through it, and some are dying. Really, really tough. And so that's good. That's really good. Like to see that, because that's looking from a point of view of the people that were actually in it, and that's showing the horror that these people had to go through, who are witnessing to all this stuff. So that's fantastic. The West Wing was a fantastic program as well. That basically showed the President of America that we all wish was there, that we haven't got, really. From a romantic point of view, I suppose JFK was that president that everyone wanted. But of course, he was a womanizer, and his family had certainly been involved in a lot of dodgy stuff. Reports that they made a deal with the mafia to sort of, if they support their son, then they would be left alone. And of course, JFK didn't make that deal. His father did, apparently. So therefore, he didn't stick to it. So that's why a lot of people think the mafia maybe took him out. So, TV programs, though. What other good TV programs are there? Now? Don't know. I really don't know. I don't think there is anything particularly good at this moment in time. Come on, this way. Let's go over here. Well, films, again, if there's a good film, a film is a good film, it's a good story, it's a good, it's given a good message, a strong message, then great, go and watch that. Oh, there's some good songs, good things. Even songs-wise, if there's a good song you can listen to, go for that. There has been some good songs recently. There has, certainly during lockdown. There's been some lovely songs during lockdown. Some very good songs. So, yeah. This world isn't all horrors and nastiness. There are some nice things in this world. And My point is, there's nothing wrong with enjoying those nice things. You can be in the world and not of it and still enjoy some of the nice things of this world. No issues there at all. None. It's like comedy. Yeah, we all enjoy comedy of different varieties. Yeah. I mean, I prefer, comedy-wise, I mean, look at people like Michael McIntyre is very good. Lee Evans was very good when he was touring and doing it. He hasn't done it for a while, but he was absolutely fantastic. But again, stuff like that, it's okay. It's good to laugh. It's good to sing. It's good to dance. It's good to enjoy a good meal. It's good to cry at a movie. It's good to laugh at a movie. It's good to cheer when the good guys win. Yeah, all these things are okay. They're okay. You can do all this stuff. God isn't concerned about you not. But God isn't concerned that He doesn't want Christians enjoying themselves. No, that isn't the case. You're supposed to enjoy yourselves. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to enjoy life to a certain degree. You're not supposed to be alcoholics, but no reason why you can't enjoy alcohol. But just don't be an alcoholic. You can enjoy sports, but just don't be a gambler. You know, don't be mad about sports or fanatical about it. Something got me nose there. Highly rude. So, yeah. Go and enjoy. Be loving towards your friends and family and your husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends. Maybe over the next year, show a different level of love that you've never shown before. Maybe honour the person you're with by dealing with the crap that you have so that they don't have to deal with it in the future. Yeah, maybe if you see a friend who is starting a bad habit, have a little word with them. Sit down with them. Try and help them to stop that. Try and help them to be free of that, so that doesn't drag them down in future. Learn and grow. Be a better version of you. Look back at the end of this year to the person you were last year. And look forward to next year. When you look back next year, what do you want to see of you? Because that's the thing, isn't it? When you look back next year, what do you want to see of you? Where do you want to see you being? How do you want to see your relationships? Better than what they are now? That's what you should want, isn't it, really? So, anyway, we've been on the park twice now, so I will get these home and fed and in bed. You take care, God bless, I'll speak to you soon, bye bye.